To continue with the rest of stages, like we see today, like aggregator stage, and we have modify stage, and as well we have pivoting stages. We'll try to complete these stages in this section. I hope you are able to see my screen and my voice is clear. I'm going to start now with aggregator. So first we'll see the aggregator stage, and here I may cover some interview questions, even interview scenarios. Aggregation. So in ETL transformations, one of the transformation is aggregation, ETL aggregation, data aggregation. So how can we do the aggregation? Means what is the process of aggregator? Like summarizing the values. See, for example, I have select star from EMP table. This is the table, EMP table, and I have detailed information here. I have each and every employee information of each and every department, but I want to have a summarized values here. Like I want to see how many departments are there, and each department how much salaries we are providing. Now, to do this particular scenario, I'm going to write a query like in this way. Select sum of sal from and department number from EMP group by DEPT number. So now see, I have three departments here, 10, 20 and 30. 10 department total salaries will be 8,750. 20th department salaries will be 10,875. 30th department salaries are like 9,400. This is what I am just the summarized information. So you see in the EMB table, when I do select, I got 14 records, and when I use group by on department number wise and I find out sum of salaries, I got three records. Three department numbers I have, three sum of did I did sum, and I got the salaries. Now I want to perform the same thing in Datastage. So here everything is GUI. I have a job and I'm taking this data base table, EMB table, and I'm going to take aggregator, and here I'm going to take output as again a file. I'm going to give all the details like Oracle, Scott, Tiger, and the table name is EMP. And I'm going to load the table definition which we imported before initially, and I'm going to uncheck the runtime column propagation option from the job properties tab. Okay, here I have a group by and column for calculation. See, these two, how to give a value for those is like the calculation column for calculation would be the salary, and the department number would be the group by according to this scoring. So you need to provide the values accordingly. Department number is the group by value. Column for calculation will be the salary, and but sum of salary is one of the output that I got, right? For that I have to provide on this salary column what calculation I want to do. I want to do a sum output column. So you have to give a column name, sum output column name, sum of salary. I'm just giving the column name is sum of salary. Now, if you see here in Oracle connector, Oracle SQL star place, sum of sal department number. Only these two columns got fetched. You cannot see all the rest of the columns by default. If you want, you need to write some subqueries, and if you need to perform some operations, some queries, and we need to use some technical stuff in SQL, and then you can find out all the columns list in this group by values here. Here also the same way in the output, if you see the mapping columns tab, you have only two columns. One is group by column, and the other one is sum of salary column. Means only these two columns will be written into the output. So this should be, you should be very care of understanding this, else you'll get more performance, I mean practice wise lot of problems. Okay, aggregator.ds. So now here you can see aggregation value I have given provided department number and a calculation column for calculation. So aggregation type a calculation and column for calculation salary, and out some output column of a sum of salary. Okay, and the go column name I given, and I want to save this jobs folder, match, and aggregator job. Aggregator job, stage aggregator stage I'll give, and job is equal to 11th is done, and maybe 12th. Now it is compiling. It is compiling, and then compilation successful, and run the output. I got 3 records as you get in SQL. Okay, the same way you get the outputs values even. Okay, if you want, if you are now we are viewing the data, view the data and see 10th department 8,750 and 20th department 10,875, 30th department 9,400. This is the aggregated value. Okay, so you can bring the maximum salary, maximum value output column, means each department wise what is the max salary you want, and in the same way we'll find out minimum salary even. I have output, and total these 2 columns also should be mapped. Instead of that I'll do what, I'll just drag and drop all the columns. So here also I'll have 4 columns. Click OK, compile. So in SQL also you can write this query same. What I can do, I can write max of cell, minimum of cell, and sum of cell. Okay, so minimum of salary 10th department 1300, 30th department 950, and the maximum salaries are 5,000 in 10th department to 8,500. 2850 is like 30th department max salary, 3,000 is the department number salary. 3 records only, but the columns will get more as we have the information. Okay, 10th department maximum salary, minimum salary, and the sum of salary. The same output you got, I guess, 950 for 30th department. Okay, no guesses and all. Just I'm confirm it will be the same way. Okay. Okay. So now column for calculation salary I have mentioned, and I have did all the things. Now I just want to change this into count rows. What you can do, I want number of employees working based on department number. I'll give count of salaries, count of employees. So count means COUNT. Count rows of department number, and output I'll just delete these all things. Again, if you have some disturbance from backend, please ignore that. I'm not. I mean, wait for getting a quiet sound, but this will not make disturbance. That is the reason I'm continuing. It should be. You should not face any issues for sure. Now I got the aggregation, and this is one type of calculation. One type of calculation. That calculation we have, count rows we have, recalculation we have. In SQL, if you want to do, yes, we can do. Select count of star department number from EMP group by DEPT number. So 10th department 6 employees, 20th department 5 employees, and 10th department 3 employees. The output. Okay, this is count calculation. Aggregation type is count rows. Recalculation. This is not at all required, and not no, in my experience I haven't worked with this recalculation type. This is when you go for recalculation is, for example, you have used aggregator and used lookup and lookuping with some other key value, and after that a value get derived from the lookup table. Then what you need to do, you need to perform a calculation, and the value which you calculated here is one key column, and the other calculated field is from lookup table. Means one calculated field you did already, the same field again you are calculating. In that case, we go for recalculation. That is the one case we go for recalculation. But in my total experience, IT experience, I haven't seen this recalculation usage. Okay, and what will happen with this? If you use calculation, will not work. Will work. Only the thing is, when you are doing calculation based on the key column, grouped values will be there, right? That will be buffered. So what happens when you do recalculation, it will check the key columns. Based on that, it can use that buffer key values before what they have done in the backend. That the same process it can implement here for that particular key column. So performance get improved. So only the thing that to improve the performance, we go for recalculation, but else everything will be the same. Okay. So that's what about these two fields and key fields. Allow null output and a method hash. Allow null output by default is false. Okay. See, true means null is valid output. Value mean calculating minimum value, maximum value. Okay. I'll just show you here one particular column commission. Null output. To say null output, what is the exactly? See here. I have select start from EMP. Again, I'm giving the EMP table. Commission, if you see, I have only for 4 employees value, but remaining employees are having null values. Okay. Now, what I want to do is, I want to do the commission calculation, sum of commission from EMP. I got 2200, and I just want to do group by EMP even. I'm sorry, group by DEPT number. Group by department number. I got 2200. Why I'm getting only 2200? I'm not getting as 3 departments. And one more thing, I did not give in the list. I'm sorry, select list. I did not specify the department number. That is one case. Why it is not fetching the department number column. Now see 10, 30, 30. See 30th department. Okay, 30th department only we have values. We'll see with another 20th department null. Null. Okay, so the values are coming fine, and here also I'm getting null values. Okay, in another way I just want to show you. select sum of sal plus total income. Sal plus I'm sorry. Just some. I have a sal plus commission from him. What happened? See, it's showing for another columns null values because salary is having a value, but commission value is having null. When you calculate with the null value, obviously the output would be the null value. So this is the problem here. So what I am doing here is I am doing null handling. Select sal plus NVL null to value commission hyphen 0 comma 0 from EMP. So now what happens? You get values. If you don't have commission, income, total income I'm saying, right? So total income, I want total income. If salary, if nulls I cannot get, right? Because salary is having value. Commission may not be there. So because of null values, you are getting such a way. The same way here also, we have the commission. So LO null output and commission based on department number would be a problem. So output column for calculation commission, sum output column, and I'll give as total commission.
This conference will now be recorded.
Now we'll see the output. Okay, total commission is something that is not helpful. Okay. Maybe I have some issue. I did not run. No. I ran the job and mapping is also fine. But why it is showing as a total commission? To view the data, it is showing some error. We'll see. I did not run, I guess. Yeah. Maybe some past the video. So in that I forgot like I did not run. Now we'll view the data. See here, total zeros we are getting. Okay. Now if I make this option like if I change this option into true, now see what will happen. See, nulls are coming. Okay, so before zeros are there, and now nulls are coming. So that's what the option says, allow null output. So this null output will help us to allow null output true means it will not do null handling, and if you say false, it will do null handling. And method hash. What is this method hash is? Um, See, use hash mode for a relatively small number of groups, generally fewer than about 100,000 groups. What does it mean exactly is The key column which you are mentioning group. In group, in department number, how many group values I have? 3. Generally, if you have more than 1000 group values, then better more than 10 more than 1000, then you better use sort. If less than 1000, then we use hash. So internally, the hash methodology, the hash functionality, hash algorithm will use when you use method hash. That is when that is best means like fewer than about 1000 groups. See the memory of for 1 megabyte of memory. Generally, in our laptops, in general laptops, even we get 8 GB. So we don't get those many groups even. So by default, that is the reason it is hash. But if you get more than that, and if your memory is lost, then you can put sort. So internally sort happens and it will have more performance. So that is the reason the case where the people are asking you to use method hash and sort. Using this aggregator, I have a scenario. Using this aggregator, I have a scenario. I'll just give overview. You can practice. This is an interview scenario. Okay. And this I'm not going to implement. I'll just give you overview. You people need to be done. I actually most of the part of this scenario I'll be covered with my design. Only the key columns you need to specify, and you have to mention key column and you need to work. Okay. So the scenario 3, which I'm not doing and asking you to do is, I want maximum salary. I want max of salary with all details of that employee. With the details of all that employee. Means I'll tell you. See, I have what is the maximum salary? I'll just select max of salary from EMP 5000. I want all the employee details now. So now how do I do? Select max of sal from EMP. This is one query. Okay. Now I want all the details. So what I'll do? I'll just write select star from EMP and I'll write where class where salary sal equals to, and I'll let this as a subcode. So this is in SQL to get this output. If you do want to do it in Datastage, how we'll do? So this is a subcode. How can I do it in a Datastage? I hope you got a scenario. So you cannot get all the key columns of aggregator. So what I need to do is here, if you have 3 employees with 5000 salary, all the 3 employees details are required. Means rest of all the columns are required. So the job design I'll show you. What you can do here is you can drag one particular output that which will give you the only maximum salary, and only the thing that you need to think of is what I need to provide in a group column. In a group key, what should I do? Which column I need to specify. That just think within your concept what we need to be provided, and based on that how do I need to get a maximum salary. So salary column will put and we give maximum. So which key column is up to you, but I just want to give one like a hint. So put maximum salary. That would be your output. Then what you can do, you can take lookup or join. So this is called fork join, and take copy So this would be your job, the job design. Do add a new column or something you do, but I'm not giving you exactly. I'm just giving the hint. Okay, this would be your job scenario. It can be join, merge, or anything. It can be whatever it can. You can do with that. Okay, it can be. You can do with that. Okay, so try with this. I hope you people can understand this. And easy way, not big deal after giving this hint. Okay, just try with your own. Okay, so this is what about aggregator, and I thought of to complete modify also. So we'll see with modify. So modify is a stage which helps us to can perform null handling. In modify means in SQL what you can do. In SQL we can rename the column names, we can change the data types, such all things we can do. So here also in the modify stage we can do related to that stuff. And now here I'm going to use it into modify stage. I'll just show you how to use it. And here you don't need to provide metadata, but RCP should be enabled. Again, the RCP concept you required here. So specification, nothing is present here. Only the specification is mentioned here. So you need to specify. See now, drop column name or keep column name. So explicitly conversions functions. Okay, these are all things you can do. I'll just say keep. And only in input I'll have the column names. I'll put employee number and which department they belongs. Means two columns I want. So I want only these two columns, and I'll be trying to run this job. Level, and I hope it's 12 is done aggregator, and 13 would be my job. I'm running with the data set. So here if you see, actually thing is I don't have metadata because the metadata gets changes, and I cannot have the mapping tab even. In modify stage I don't have mapping tab. In all the stages you see. Okay, so here instead of dataset, what I'll do, I'll put sequential file stage. So when I put sequential file stage, I'll give one path because you can view the data in the OS level. Modify output not txt. So first line is column name. I'm making it as true, and I'll put double quotes. I'll remove, and I'm making comma delimited file, and I don't have columns now. I'll just give that path. Modify output dot. Okay, now if you see door, there is no file. So now you go to that output. See now, you have AMP number, department number, and I just want to. I'm sorry. In modify stage, I want to keep commission column also. Now, if you see how many records we'll get, we'll see. I'm sorry, I wrongly given the button. I mean, instead of run button, I have given this optimize button. Okay, that we'll see. Go to the output. I have only 4 records because sequential file does not do null handling. Okay, but here if I want to perform with communication, you get null handling. So if I want to do null handling, get help from help document. Here null handling function will be there. So this is from IBM. This help from IBM. Modify stage you can do null handling also. This is one important thing I want to talk about. Remaining all, most of the cases all the people knows. So keep it dropper, everything you see. Processing data, examples I have, null handling. So take this help and you can do, I'm sorry, you can work out, okay? Just to your help itself I'm taking and following this help condition. So handle underscore null, commission, and it's not 128, I want to make it as 0. Click OK. I'm not doing null handling in sequential file stage. Of course, sequential file stage also by default it doesn't support null. But in modify stage only we are making null handling. We are performing null handling. So 14 records should come. See, total 14 records are there. Okay. So in modify, what is important? If whenever interviewer asks you about modify, he's expecting that null handling can be done in modify. In transformer, there are multiple cases where we do null handling. At the end, I'll give you all the list where we can remove all the duplicates, how many ways we can do it in Datastage, and how many ways we can perform sorting, and how many ways we can do null handling. Such all information will be stored at the end of the sessions. So this is what about modify, and mostly you can take help and you can specify only the specification you need to perform. Okay. So thanks for this. Thanks for watching this video.